And we're back.
Hello.
What?
It is Sunday night,
Sunday,
which means it's time for which means it's time for Mercenaries of Mischief. I, as always, am your benevolent dungeon master, Puck, and I am joined today by just a nicely sized group of people. Not this cumbersome busload that I was.
Where you didn't have to do much of anything for 2 whole days.
I left and got a stack halfway through. You guys didn't even notice. Okay.
I probably wouldn't have actually had you done that.
But I am joined today by these fine people, and I will introduce them in no particular order. Starting with Eldritch Clowncar and champion of the Brightstone Fighting Pits, Mr. Redann. Also joining us, while you watched Twitch, she studied the blade, sharp of sword and of tongue with Miss Lilith Singer. I'm trying out new intros.
I'm so excited to see what we get to here. I can't wait.
Don't ask her about her sister, but you can ask her about her god. Joining us once again is Cleric of Salune, Miss Gilbetta fucking not.
I'm gonna pray.
And master of political intrigue and subterfuge.
We'll see.
Okay. Koshano the Quick also joining us today. When last we left our heroes, an incredible 2-part crossover episode. It was off the chain. Really, you should watch it, be caught up, but not right now because we're doing the show. Everyone discussed various things. There was a tearful moment where Koshano had to, an old friend died and passed off to him the Eye of Vecna, which was hidden then by Key 3 off camera. You don't need to know about it. And then the team had gathered their things and returned home. After getting an update from everyone, reacquiring their Waterdeep estate for the Avalon Knights Academy. And now, cleaning up some leftover business in Waterdeep and hopefully heading after Mr. Blackwind before he descends as an evil cloud on your very home.
I'm so
but before we get into that, when last we left our heroes, Redann had used his new psychic abilities, which have become untethered thanks to his good friend Koshano, to an ancient psychic god. And because of that, he now must make wisdom saves whenever he uses said abilities. And just let me look at that number.
Is it advantage or disadvantage?
It's still on that, so it would just be the 17.
Yeah. All right. So you're okay. You avoid any repercussions this time.
Part of that makes me happy, but I'm so very curious. So we'll just wait and see.
Yeah, we will wait and see.
Hey guys, everything's fine.
Everything's cool. There's nothing to worry about, ever. In addition to that, when last we left off, to get some sleep for the night, our Miss Lilith Singer had retreated to her room to find a familiar imp was waiting there with a piece of paper. And we're going to play this out. I got what you need.
Well, that was quick. Impressive.
That's what I do. Nobody really notices me.
Well, I guess that's all?
Well, do you want to know?
Well, yes, I just thought it was on paper.
Well, there's a bit more to it to that. See, you're a rare commodity.
What?
The first in a line of tieflings born in a very long time. See, after it got out that infernal contracts produced tieflings in a family line, not as many people were signing up. But your daddy was desperate. You're the first in the line.
I know. I'm the first.
Makes you a valuable commodity. That's why you were supposed to be relocated to the Hells. You're a status symbol.
Wait, relocated?
Yeah, that's part of the deal. He gets all the wealth and power, and the firstborn tiefling of his line is taken to be used as a status symbol for the demon who created the contract.
And there's a date that needs to get done, a deadline, I believe.
Yeah, he welched on the deal. That's why he's turning into a prune.
Turning. He's still here?
According to the contract, it's still valid. If he dies,
Tell me. If I were to go back home, do I immediately get relocated?
no, he's got to hand you over. They're not really good about keeping things easy with 9 Hells contracts.
He has to hand me over. Is it like a ritual?
No, it's a ceremony. Bit of pageantry involved.
How long of a ceremony is it?
It depends on how many people are there. If you want to hire a bard for music.
Killing him's not going to be so simple after all. Does he... Will he die? Eventually, if I don't appear?
Well, that's an interesting question. If he can't give up the goods, eventually somebody's going to come to collect in another way.
Liana. How much time do you believe it's left before... Well, if it takes too long... Do the demons come out from where they come from and take the souls themselves?
Demons come up all the time.
Right, but how long
But
do
the
they...
boss, the Lord who put the contract together, he's going to come to take payment himself.
Do you know when?
Well, according to the contract, Daddy's still got 6 months to come up with it. But since it got leaked that he doesn't have the goods anymore, he's being punished.
Just him?
Yeah. Everything that he got out of the deal's been taken away. His youth, his strength, his power, and most of his money.
Well, there's one good news you told me, thank you. Maybe killing him won't be so difficult after all.
Too bad you don't have any friends that know about your problems to help you with it.
You're not here.
Oh, did I say that out loud? Sorry.
Thaumaturgy did.
Just like downstairs for no reason. It's like a tick at this point.
To be a fly on that wall.
So, you'll tell Cherry that I did this for you, right?
Certainly.
All right.
Thank you. Now, how do I summon you if I need more information?
Me?
Yes. I can't be next to Cherry 24/7.
Oh, that's interesting. See, you're kind of a big deal in the Nine Hells.
You keep saying that. Big deal, big deal.
If you say, made me your squire, I'd be at your beck and call.
What's the catch?
Well, I get to be the squire of a firstborn tiefling in the line. That'll give me a bit of pull down under.
First in line. What exactly would happen to me being down there once relocated?
Well, that depends. I'm not really familiar with the demon who signed your contract. He's kind of a middle management guy.
So you don't know whether it's something good or bad?
That depends on the demon.
Who's the demon?
Fella by the name of Bastalak.
Bastalak. I'm writing this down. Bastalak, okay.
Did I use that name before? I feel like I've used that name before.
I don't think so.
It's awfully similar to
Okay,
another name.
well.
Yeah, it
Sarah,
does.
it's
it
not the same
sounds
name.
familiar,
Okay,
but
okay, yeah, it sounds familiar.
You're like Kathak.
Yeah.
But this
Well,
is Bastalak.
I believe Bazitlan was the one we're all thinking of.
I'm sure the comments will let me know, and I'll have to change it later.
too late. Shit's canon now.
Okay,
What do you know about Bastalak?
just that he's middle management. Had his eye on upgrading for a while. Sounds like he found just the deal to do it. Except when Daddy didn't pony up. But hey, maybe his loss is my gain.
Are you able to dig up more information about the contract? Like what would happen to me once the contract's...
Well, if I was the squire for a firstborn tiefling in the line, I might be able to rattle some other trees. And he's got this big toothy smile and his little red imp face.
Are you able to appear anytime you want to? And find me?
I know a few back doors out of the hells and into the prime material, yeah.
Visit me in a couple days. I'd like to think about it.
Of course. I'll get the paperwork together just in case.
And try to come back with some news. I want to see if you are actually capable of completing that job. I'm not. I would be asking you.
Asking for another audition, huh? It's okay. Pizdog's got what you need.
I sure hope so. Well, thank you for the information, Pizdog.
See you soon. And he disappears. No, he just like fades from sight.
Oh, okay.
I picture him as the little imp from Disenchantment.
Yeah. You know what? I like it.
That's what I think of when he's like this big. He's like, Mushu from Mulan. All these little.
I wish I chose a different voice now.
I was hoping you'd go with Kazoo from Flintstones.
Hello again,
Dum Dum. I've got some information from the hells.
Lovely. Okay.
Oh man.
Well then.
So that unfolds. I imagine in the in-between time, Redann has told Too Many Warlocks team, the Avalon Knights Arcane Association, where to find Sharp. And they have endeavored to go find her. The rest of the team, you guys have enjoyed a restful night's sleep in your own damn beds back in your own damn keep where you haven't been in forever.
Yeah.
2 weeks or 3.
I hope
Yeah, it's been a
whatever
while.
Koshano put in Gilbetta's room wasn't important on the ship.
Doesn't get it.
Yeah, because the ship, it's still in Waterdeep.
Yeah.
So she never once went to that room. Okay.
No.
Nope.
No. Also,
She
I will
swims
remind you,
usually.
Albert.
Putting in a hook on a string on the side of the ship for her to find it.
Yeah. Tied to the anchor or something.
Albert is also still in Waterdeep.
I
Albert!
know.
Ah, I want to hear you do his voice again.
Okay, well, you guys got to find him first.
Why you better be on the damn ship.
Or what?
No, we're gonna do a one shot. Albert's Day in the City.
Oh my god. I'm here for it.
We all play it.
Albert at large. What was the name of that movie where it's just a baby wandering around a city?
Baby's Day Out.
Baby's Day.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Albert's
Yeah,
Day
yeah,
Out. There you go.
And he's a baby dinosaur too. It fits.
Yeah, no, it's perfect. Baby Albert's Day Out. Okay, enough spin-off shows.
we have so many ideas.
Over the course of the evening, can I spend some time trying to decipher that tome again?
Sure.
Do I need to roll anything?
Make an intelligence check to decipher it further.
Okay, intelligence check. Normal.
I'm so anytime Redann now says I want to do this, I'm just like
So this was the power of transference that you were reading, right? Or living weapon, tome of living weapon. Yeah. All right, you're able to decipher it further, and once you've gotten past the sections of it that are just long warnings about all the things that can go wrong with doing these kind of things, it's like your soul might disappear into the dark void. You may render yourself an emaciated husk. You might.
Sounds interesting.
Nobody reads the whole agreement.
Yeah, right. It's just like boring.
Yes, I accept. God.
All
and you
this
click
stuff
through, and
goes
it's in
through.
like you have the thing where it's in like a bunch of different languages. It's all the same thing. It's just in different languages.
Chapter 2, which you've now begun to decipher into, is selecting the appropriate vessel. And it does detail in there that the vessel can be an object, a creature, or a sentient being. But you must be careful in choosing all of these. And it gives criteria. What happens if you do it to an object? If you do it to an object, there's a chance that the object will become sentient. And there's a chance that it will simply mindlessly animate. There's a chance that it will do nothing at all. If you do it to a creature, there's a chance that that creature will gain additional intelligence and abilities beyond what it had before.
Oh no.
If you do it to a person, you may have control over that person or you may not. It largely depends on the person and their own will and how you craft the spell. If you link yourself back to that power in the person, there is always the possibility of being able to extract it back out into yourself. But if that person's will is stronger than yours, you may not be able to reclaim it.
Oh my god. Oh, this is such a bad idea.
When it comes to will save, yeah.
And that's what it tells you in chapter 1. or chapter 2, I guess, at this point.
That's some heavy stuff for chapter 2.
Yeah, well, I mean, first one's just all it was one chapter entirety of warnings.
Warning, warning, warning.
This is, oh man, this stuff.
Are you sure you want to continue? Flip the
Yeah,
page
yeah.
for yes. Are you sure?
Are you
Are you
super
still
sure?
like Netflix? Are you still watching?
Yeah. Are you okay? Should we call someone? Okay. So, team, after your night's rest and Redann's studying.
I just real quick, when I got back to my room, I took all of the pins and notes off of my conspiracy board, took them all out into the yard, threw them in a big pile, and started rebuilding it with basically the misinformation version. So like Zelos is a nice big blue dot now. He's our ally, and Zavel and Philip are people like I definitely know where they are, but they're staying off on the side. Yeah, shit like that.
Yeah. All right. So you get that done up. Both Melissa and William have prepared you guys a beautiful. I know, I get you every time. I've prepared you guys a nice breakfast in the morning, and you can tell their skills have improved since then. In the time that you've been gone, it is a bit better, a bit nicer, and there are even a steady flow. By no means the amount of people that you had when Cookie was operating it, but there are some patrons attending the Crab Shack for breakfast.
Yeah. So I'm definitely going, and I took some time yesterday to catch up with Yibi too. What's going on with
Yibi's coming along quite nicely with his sword skills. He did a couple sneaky moves on you, which you're not sure if he learned it from you or if that's just Goblin. but he's coming along quite nicely.
What about is he pursuing power amongst the tribe, does it seem like, or is he just kind of chilling?
Right now he informs you that he's just kind of been trying to help out. Right now everybody's really focused on what's coming, and there's been less and less talks about elections at this point. It's been something that's been pushed back until.
Sure. Okay, cool. Just wanted to touch base on that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're in here. I'll have come down for breakfast early, and I'll be sitting there whenever whoever arrives, kind of writing in a little notebook, sort of thinking.
I'm swimming.
You're swimming?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm swimming and praying because I'm like, we got this fight coming up, so I imagine I'm somewhere in the water, like practicing my all my hand motions for my spells and like talking myself up.
All right. I'll actually come back to that.
I don't like the sound of that.
It's okay. It's fine. Everything's good. Shh. Okay.
Hard to believe you now these days.
Lilith, you were coming downstairs, or were you staying up?
I was gonna go to Spoony.
Okay. Spoony is he's taken up residence on the stage, and he's playing a couple tunes. And
He's an early riser now.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, he stays up late at night. Does that mean he's not sleeping? Uh-oh.
maybe you could ask him.
Yeah, no, I'll go now. Look at him.
He notices you, and he's, one moment, folks. I'll do another set in a little bit. And he kind of walks off the stage and goes up and gives you a little hug around the waist as best he can with his little gnome body.
I will kneel down and give him a proper hug for his height.
Yeah. It's good to see you doing all right, Lil.
It's good to see you too after so long. I didn't think I was going to get homesick now, especially with you.
Well, what can I say? I'm a lovable little rascal.
Apparently you grew on me like a mold.
Guilty as charged.
When you have time to talk, I think we can confirm some things now rather than guessing.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Sounds like you got some big news.
Yeah. It might become a big thing.
You gonna be all right, Lil?
Can only hope.
Hey, don't you worry about a thing. You're part of this crew now. We'll
That's...
all back you up.
I don't... I look around. I guess we're in the public. I was like... Lilith wants to say something, but she just can't. It's just... When you're free, I... talk.
Sure, Lil. I'll come see you in private later.
All right.
Nah.
Good show. So far, by the way.
Hey, it's always a good show with me. You know that.
I expect less.
And he goes up and begins singing a few more tunes.
Yeah. I will go and have breakfast, and if I see Melissa, I'll probably make small talk with her and hand over the bottle that I got from the gin.
Oh,
Which,
she
Pen gave back to me apparently somewhere.
she just passed it off to you at some point.
Yeah.
She thanks you emphatically. She's like, "Oh my god, this is great! I can't wait to study the flavors." And are you going to sit with Koshano? Since he's down there in your guys' table. You have a special table.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'll give her,
Yeah.
a hug and be like, "Oh boy, missed you too. Hopefully all has been well."
Oh, it's been going great. I've been working on my cooking. I'm getting better at it.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
See if you can try and teach me something. I tend to burn things a lot.
Me too, but sometimes it's intentional.
And the swordplay?
The swordplay, it's coming along quite nicely. Although I find I'm better with a staff, actually.
You must show me when you have an opportunity.
Oh, indeed. Maybe we'll have a little throwdown sometime.
Yes, let's.
But here, I got you some breakfast. I keep going. The place is getting busier.
Yes, don't want to hold you up too long. Thank you.
She goes along, and
Plot
she and
line.
William are running around each table. Redann, what are you up to?
Just reading quietly.
Just reading quietly? Are you still up in your room, or have you come down?
Probably found a tree.
You're sitting, so it's just Koshano and Lilith at the table now.
Yep.
Redann, you're a little quiet.
Yeah, volume.
Yeah, that little quiet.
Reading in a tree.
There we go.
I mean, he did say he was reading quietly, guys.
Yeah. That's
He literally just said that he was reading.
All right. Well, Koshano and Lilith. Koshano, you're reading, and Lilith comes to sit at your table. Has a brief exchange with Melissa. And
Morning.
Morning. How are you? How are you?
All right.
You've been kind of quiet since the business in the mist.
Still a lot on my mind. And what about you?
Yeah.
Doing all
Same.
right?
Yes. Quite. It's kind of good to have surprisingly it's kind of nice to have fewer choices for once. Bit of a direction, if you will.
Told you there were options. I'm glad it worked out that way, though.
Yeah,
Hopefully for the best.
that's what I'm going for. Perhaps this isn't the time, but you remember what you were talking about when you woke up from the mist?
What is there
Perhaps this isn't the time, but I think it's worth discussion.
Yeah, Lilith's looking around the room. So many people for a conversation like this.
Perhaps we finish up our food and go inspect the improvements that have been made while we were gone. Walk around the keep.
All right. Eating your food quietly now.
All right.
Yeah, I think we quietly finish our
the
meal.
remainder of an awkward breakfast concludes. Gilbetta,
Yeah.
while you're out in the water practicing,
Yeah.
It's a
you
large
eventually notice that you have a spectator.
Is it that little girl?
It is.
Ah, that little girl. I don't remember her name. I've got it in my notes, but that's somewhere. Hey.
Hey, you.
Hey, kiddo.
She'll kind of finish up what she's doing because she was also I was re-preparing some different spells. Preparing spells that are more specifically suited towards this impending battle with Blackwind that is coming. So kind of readjusting for making sure that I have good and evil spells specifically prepared.
You can see that she has been upgraded slightly. She now has a real shield.
Oh.
And she has some hide armor.
Oh.
And she actually has a real constructed warhammer.
Oh. Is it how like tall is she? Like how?
She is about 4 feet tall.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's all scaled to her.
Yeah, it's all scaled to her size, and her shield has a lovingly painted symbol of Selûne on it.
That's adorable.
And she's just been watching you. She's got her shield on her arm, and she's holding her mace, and she's just been watching you practice.
Gilbetta will say, she'll kind of motion her over.
And she comes over, and she's like, yes, master?
Nope. Don't call me that.
Priestess?
Sure. She'll say, join me, and she'll take the ring of water walking off of her necklace and let her wear it. And she'll say, put this on, and she'll have her put it on. Okay. And then once she puts it on, she'll say, now just walk right here.
Okay.
I'm so hoping this is an attunement thing.
Splash.
No, this one specifically isn't.
Okay, so she walks out and she's walking on the water. That's amazing.
Yeah. That's because Gilbetta doesn't want to get out of the water. She's like, you'll have to excuse me. She said, I have not swam in the home waters in so long.
I understand. It's good to have you back again. I've been working on my training while you've been gone, and
I see that you've got a full-fledged shield and armor and things now.
There are very strange dragons here now. There's a big 4-legged one with horns.
Is she talking about bowling ball?
Yeah. Because she's a kobold. She's never seen a dinosaur before.
Okay.
And kobolds have an affinity for dragons. They tend to be dragon worshippers.
Joanne's just gonna roll with it. She's gonna be like, you mean that's bowling ball?
That's the dragon's name.
Well, It's dinosaur,
Oh,
but yes, it's bowling ball. And the other one is Snappy is here, right? That's right.
yeah.
Snappy back.
She's stomping around. She like wanders around occasionally, and then her head buries in like this trough of meats.
Yeah. Did we figure out if I sent one to breed?
No, I gotta watch those episodes again.
Okay.
If you did, it hasn't arrived yet.
And she says, yeah, the other one is Snappy.
Oh,
I rode Snappy in a dinosaur race to make some money for the keep.
you raced these dragons? Sorry, it's the dinosaurs.
Yes.
That is incredible.
And I won, of course.
Her eyes are wide, and she's just like, Priestess, you are incredible.
And I will. So my tattoo is once a day, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm gonna summon. What was it? It was 3, right? 3 water creatures.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll summon like, I don't know, some cool looking stuff like a jellyfish, and like.
It's gonna take a while to get there. You're pretty far upstream.
No, I can summon it. You know.
Yeah, no, it still comes from somewhere.
Summon, not conjure.
And then I'll just do like 3 fish and kind of make them like have them just like
Like
kind
some
of
sturgeon and like
yeah, like under her feet where she's walking.
Okay.
And kind of like jump up and you know.
Okay. That is this. This is incredible.
Yeah.
The moon goddess has given you so many blessings.
I've learned some new tricks.
Yeah, that tattoo is totally worth it.
It is worth it. You'll see. Don't you worry. When my life is saved by a shark in an underwater battle, it'll be worth it.
I like how you go straight to your life is saved, not saving someone else.
And
Well, I imagine I would be the only one fighting in an underwater battle. Are you going to be fighting an underwater battle with me?
Maybe we all have potions for it.
Well, then maybe I'll save someone else, but I'm just saying.
you're not here. Argue when you're together.
This transcends being together, okay?
So
We have a psychic.
Yeah,
idea.
you have a
Yeah.
psychic link.
I can just sense when she says something I disagree with.
She kneels down and puts her forearms on her knees so she can get close to you. And she says, Priestess, I don't like the 2-legged dinosaur as much as I like the 4-legged one. I like the 4-legged one very much.
She's saying she don't like Snappy as much? Is that?
No, she doesn't like Snappy as much, but she likes bowling ball.
She says, well, I like Snappy because Snappy's the one I won the race with.
So Snappy is your dinosaur.
No, she's just the one that I raced for the keep.
Okay. I wanted to ask you, Priestess. May I ride the 4-legged dinosaur?
I don't care. We can, if it didn't, because it was ridden in the race. It's not very fast. You're not gonna get very far very fast.
It seems like a noble steed.
Sure, I don't care. Just parents, right?
Not that you know of.
Okay. I'm gonna say just make sure that there's an adult around when you do that.
I will ask the blacksmith to help me. He did very good job at making my weapons.
Yeah, I see that. I see you also did a very good job at painting the symbol of Suni on it.
I did it from memory. From from what you told me and seeing your shields and weapons.
Does it look pretty good to be from memory?
It looks
Like,
pretty
is it
good. Like she's got some talent.
Okay. I'll be like, well, to be from memory, I feel like you probably drew it better than I could. I'm not much of an artist. I just swim and pray a lot.
Before I came here, I would paint the dragon tributes on the cave walls.
Ah, I see. Interesting. Well, it looks good. Have you been learning about Selune?
Yes, I have. The goblin. What Wormspit?
Oh, yes.
He showed me books
Mm-hmm.
that I could learn about her,
Mm-hmm.
and I've been studying.
Good. Good. And Gilbetta will kind of look like upwards, like towards where the moon would be if it were out. Kind of like longingly.
Yeah.
Because this conversation is kind of making her think
Yeah,
about
yeah.
how...
Like it's in the morning, and it's like the
Yeah.
moon should be there. It's like,
No, it's more of like a because I recently only got my connection with her back.
right.
So it's more of kind of like a breath of relief almost.
It's like, oh, I got my god back. That
Yeah.
was touch and go for a while there.
Yeah. That was a lot.
So there's a bit of a silence in your guys' conversation. She says, I'm sorry to disturb you, priestess. I will... Is it okay if I watch you continue to prepare for battle?
Yes, that's fine. I want, like, Gilbetta kind of goes to say something, but then doesn't, because she wants to tell her that they're going to be leaving again to go take the fight to him, but then she's kind of like, I don't want to concern the kid with adult matters and things.
All right.
So then she'll just go back to swimming and preparing. And
All right. And she continues to watch you with quiet awe. Like she just...
And I do make sure to take my ring of water
Yeah.
walking back.
Okay.
I just thought that'd be fun for her.
Oh, absolutely. And we'll reconvene the full team in a moment. But Redann, while you're reading in a tree, you hear a voice from down below. Dude, you're in my meditation tree.
I ignore the person. Doing the best, just like...
Tree shakes. Shakes some more. He climbs up and like sits beside you.
What
That's okay. The tree's big enough for both of us.
is it?
I'm Bart.
Hi, Bart. I'm reading.
Nice to meet you, dude. I've never met anybody named I'm reading before. I'm the new blacksmith. My dad used to work here. Seems like a really nice place.
Oh, you're the new blacksmith. Did you make my helmet yet?
Oh, I was supposed to make that for you?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, dude. I've been working on that for weeks.
I am interested. What do you need from me?
Well, I mean, I gotta size it up. I didn't know your size.
Mid-sentence, dropping out of the tree and walking towards the blacksmith.
All right, I guess I could meditate later. He hops out and he's walking beside. He's about your size. You can tell that he is a half giant as well.
Nice. How are you finding your time here?
Oh, it's really neat. There's just such an odd collection of creatures here.
There are many odd creatures here.
But that's okay. I'm a bit of an odd creature myself.
In what way?
I don't know. I've always been a little bit weird. Like I don't fit in with most people.
I can relate to that.
Like I don't really like shirts or shoes. That kind of stuff dampens my connection with nature, man.
I know exactly what you mean.
Oh, do you not like shoes either?
I just like like there's no shirt. There's like
There's no shoes. Yeah, well, it like I mean, it might just be like a daytime thing. Like he doesn't want to make any judgments, right?
Yeah. This is how I am. This is me.
Oh, that's cool. We're like brothers then.
Kind of.
Anyway, dude, I'm really happy I can make this helmet for you. I think you're really gonna like it. It's pretty tight. Well, I don't know if it's tight or not yet. I still gotta measure your head.
Ha 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 ha. That was good.
I think we're gonna be buds. Come on. And he takes you to the blacksmith shop.
Dank buds.
Enthusiastically running behind.
That happens. And you get measured up, and you see your helmet is partially complete, and it's just got to be sized correctly for you.
That is amazing.
Meanwhile, awkward breakfast is finished.
Yeah, so I'll just kind of lead Lilith along. I want us to walk around and look. Oh, yeah. See, they've got that fixed out. I don't know what is fixed at this point.
The wall has been upgraded, so
Okay.
it is the wall is now a wood core with cobblestone reinforcement.
Fantastic. Is it going to be like sort of like ramparts? Are we going to be able to put archers up there, or at least have a watch?
They're working on it's not quite complete. They're working on the walkways on the walls.
Excellent. So I'm just like, yeah, it's going to be useful for
You notice Gilbetta is
watching things.
casting spells out in the water and talking to her kobold.
Yeah, I guess we would have made our way to the outside of the wall if we're trying to have a private conversation. So whenever we get out of earshot,
All right.
just be like,
There's plenty of quiet places where you can find yourself.
yeah. So, yeah, you were alluding to what I suspect might be related to your problems as of late. What with the bounties and such.
You know what I haven't showed you yet? The garden. I have not shown you the garden.
Let's go have a look at the garden while you tell me about your family. Lilith, we all agreed that we weren't going to have big secrets that could bring trouble upon the rest of us. If this a problem, we need to know so we can help you solve it.
What if it's... What if it's not related to the keep?
Well,
Are you still...
you're here, and we need you. So, it is.
One more question. Might sound like a silly question, but curious. When you got me that hat back at Schultz, Why did you get it? Was it to make fun?
To make fun? No. Honestly, I thought it would complete the pirate queen look. Your a large part of your purpose here is diplomatic and relating to those in power. It's important that you project some sort of air of authority, whether that be as a pirate queen or as the lady of an institution such as ours. Plus said, I don't know, you seem to like it.
The last thing I thought I would ever hear. Would be coming from you.
I'm not sure what it is you think of me, Lilith, but
No. The highness, the royalness.
who?
Don't worry about it. Just
Yeah, I'm very worried about it. That's why we're having this conversation. Which are you referring to? The Queen of Motorfufu? Did she do something that?
no. No, it Huh. Are you familiar with the name Lee Tremere?
Am I?
Do a history check.
Also, where are they
Aw.
from?
Oh, geez, what do we want to call the? Well, let's just go with the name, and I'll come up with a name afterwards.
Okay.
Um. Tremere? Is it?
Yeah, Lee Tremere. You don't know a lot about it. You've heard the name talked about as a kind of dictatorial despot leader.
Vaguely. I don't think it's a family from around here, but from what I know, it's not one well liked by the finer folk.
Um. They. I'm from there.
And just to be clear, Lee Tremere is a person or a family name?
Lee Tremere is the family name.
Okay. So you're from there. You mean
Uh,
that's your family?
Yeah, the place that they rule is called Iadun.
Aiden?
Iadun. IADUN.
I-A-D-U-N. Okay.
Did you? You were talking of someone hurting you. Your family that wants you back. What exactly do they want you back for?
So no one did pay attention.
Let's pay attention to what, Lilith? You've shared nothing with us so far.
And yet you heard nothing from Cyric.
Wait, that was all true? I thought he was...
Yeah.
Let me ask you this, Lilith. What would you like to happen moving forwards in regards to Leechamere?
Something that I might have to leave the keep for.
Not alone, you're not. Like I said, we need you. Lilith, we're about to step into a whole different level of machinations. We can't... I can't do what you do. I can deal with the back alley underhanded shit, but I can't stand before people. I couldn't even stand before Black Cherry to keep my shit together. I can't publicly deal with people of power, Lilith. We need you. And I think that I can speak for everyone when I say we'll do what we have to keep you around and in one piece. So look, who would you prefer disappear? The person you see or them?
The last thing I want to do is to put the keep's name in danger.
In danger of what? Taking credit for destroying a despot? Do you want to hide or do you want to destroy them?
I don't want another set of army to come after the keep if I succeed in what I want to do.
Doesn't answer my question.
What? Koshano, do you really want the keep related to someone that goes to kill a king?
You bet your ass I do. No one pulls a higher price for mercenary jobs than king killers.
What?
If we slay an evil king and liberate a kingdom, we're made. Can you imagine what that would do for us in the political theater? Our goal is to take down someone who is appearing philanthropic. Well, if we're liberating kingdoms, how much more philanthropic can you get? Whose reputation stands taller? Ours or his? Lilith.
Not if the citizens like the royalty there.
Well, from what I've heard, I don't think they do. Or at least I know the folks around here don't. That's kind of what we're more worried about at the moment.
I did not see this one coming.
Yeah, well, I'm an interesting guy. Get to know me.
You are a very unusual human, you know that.
Take that as a compliment. Most humans I've met are short-sighted pieces of shit.
True. Well, if you want to know what's going on, I grab his hand. Then come with me. I found a guest who speaks for me.
Huh?
And I guess before hitting the garden, we turn our ass back around.
I was gonna say, did we make it to the garden?
And the garden's a couple steps away, so you're like almost there, and you're like, okay, let's go talk to Spoony. Let's go.
Wait, where did this come from exactly? What? Where did this come from?
What?
This garden that you brought me out here to show me.
Oh. I guess we can kind of see it at a distance because it's pretty big. Really big.
Yeah,
actually.
yeah, you can see it. Like she's grown this big garden, and there's actually.
Okay, like how long has this been here? Where did this come from? Is when you came in. Oh, you came in dirty with all those vegetables that time. How long have you been doing this?
She's blushing, embarrassed kind of thing. It's like, well, that was like a one-time thing. I didn't write down the words I used to cast it, so.
So in the distance, you can see a bugbear in a straw sun hat with a pastel apron tending the garden.
Oswald?
Is it Ogbog or is it someone else?
Yeah, it's Ogbog.
If it's only going to be like another 10-minute walk, then yeah, I would like to talk to Ogbog and see what's going on.
Oh, since we're here, why didn't you do this in the keep? Also, it seems to be.
Well, Ogbog.
He gets up real surprised, and he's got a trowel in one hand and like a bucket full of weeds in the other.
Ogbog the Weed Slayer.
Hello?
How is it going? Garden's looking great.
I found these. These are not mine.
It's all right, Ogbog.
It's quite all right. I mean, looks like you've taken great care of it while we were away.
Were you able to bring some back to the keep to feed the people?
It's been producing vegetables steadily. It is a boon to a growing army.
Fantastic. Is it working well as a lookout point?
Absolutely. I can see so much of this place from here.
I'm gonna insight check Ogbog. He's being weird. What's going on with him?
He is super embarrassed that you have caught him gardening. This is something that he had hoped to keep private.
I, for one, think that gardening is a great activity, especially for one in recovery like yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
fulfilling. Yeah.
Yes. That's what this is for. Whenever I get the urge to do some manslaying, I garden.
Yes, you get to care for and foster something instead of destroying.
That's why I do this. Yes.
I put my hand on Ogbog's back and be like, "Thank you for taking care of this while I was away."
No problem. We've got the most incredible pumpkins coming in, and the carrots so juicy, incredibly crisp, and I think I've got the pH for the cucumbers just about right. I mean, anyways, that's just something that I, work on to keep from manslaying.
Do you have any special plans for the pumpkins? Because I've heard they brew into a very tasty ale. Perhaps we should let Melissa know that
really?
the stock's available.
I've been bringing the supplies to the storehouse, so they're there to access for whoever needs them.
Fantastic.
Any chance? I wasn't sure what I was doing. The 8 hours I was doing this, but did I grow any strawberries?
You should see these strawberries. And he goes and grabs like a basket of like big, plump, juicy strawberries.
First sincere smile of the day coming from Lilith this time. That's wonderful. I go and I pluck some and
Oh, they're very good. Not too tart. But
I pass it to Koshano. Try these.
Oh, okay. Oh, this is actually fantastic. I'm assuming, of course, that because you're having time to garden out here, that all of the troops are trained and in tip-top shape.
I've got them running drills. This is my private time.
Oh, well, sorry to disturb you then. Perhaps we'll leave you
Right.
to your weeding.
Thank you.
Right.
Delicately picks up the trowel in the bucket again.
Keep up the good work, Oddbog. Just like going out, backing up.
All right, okay.
So yeah, that's the garden. Thought to
Neat.
make a good place for our troops to see what's ahead while hiding in the garden. Learn to make money or to eat.
I mean, yeah, no, definitely. A garden in the middle of the woods is kind of conspicuous and might, attract attention and cause people to look more closely at that area. But hey, doesn't mean there's not an opportunity to have somebody placed, in a different area. That's
Classic
the diversion.
Koshano.
It's very, very useful to have a distraction like that.
Yeah. Lilith's a little sad. I was like, oh.
But this is because he always says the wrong thing. Like,
But he says the wrong thing and makes you feel like an asshole for what you did when you didn't even really do anything wrong.
Excuse me. I say the correct thing
Well,
at inopportune times.
yeah.
if it's suspicious, then maybe some people who don't want to stay at the keep, since it's getting quite crowded, might like to live out here. If we can build extra homes for the farmers. A thought?
I mean,
Less?
perhaps after we've ensured that the Black One. I mean, there's an army of the undead.
Of course.
Yeah, I think they prefer to be inside the walls if that happens.
Okay. Well, swing back around that conversation then after Blackwind. Are we back at the keep yet?
Yeah, you guys made it back to the keep. So you guys are going to go find Spoonie. Are you guys going to gather up Gilbetta and Redann for this, or are you going to keep this private between the two of you?
It's her call.
Up to you.
I have such a snarky remark ready.
Yeah, reading.
Yeah, I think
What's up, reading?
we'll
How's it going?
test drive with Koshano and then do it again with the rest of the group.
Okay. So we're going to test drive this reveal with Koshano.
Yeah.
All right.
That's fine. Nope, that's fine.
Whatever.
I'm so sorry. Hopefully after this, this will be a done thing.
It's fine.
Just
More trust game.
all right. So you managed to get Spoonie
Apparently, Pin's my best friend now instead of you guys.
recommend. Spoonie recommends having the meeting in the Mage Tower.
That's wise. Let's
No.
do that. And while we're walking over there, I'll ask him where's Cookie being kept?
Cookie's still in his room.
Okay, good. How is Calazar?
He's doing all right. Could have sworn he was stirring the other day, but hopefully he'll be back on his feet soon.
Stirring in a concerning manner?
Calazar's had night terrors for a long time. I think it's an Underdark thing.
Yeah. 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 So, but everyone else? I mean, Marcus seemed to be okay.
Yeah, Marcus is back up on his feet. Did all right on that job the Warlock sent him out on.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. He
Well,
Warlock sent him out on a job to settle up a giant dispute. And he took that knoll and those two idiots with him.
oh, so he took those 3 idiots with him.
Yeah, those guys. Well, they succeeded. And,
At least they can't die.
Yeah, they succeeded, and I lost 40 gold to Tommy. So, you know, I mean, I'm glad they're back. Don't get me wrong. But,
I mean, I have a feeling they're gonna just keep coming back. Those boys are like the clap.
all right then. And you guys get to the Mage Tower. MT1, we need a private room. As you wish, sir. And he forms up one for you guys. You're in an isolated place inside the tower.
This is, we should really establish a war room. We can kind of keep information handy, but not have it available to everyone.
There's one in the keep. If we ever want to put that back together.
What's the deal with that, man? What exactly is in there? Have we had a chance to figure it out?
Oh. You've been gone for so long.
Yeah.
Part of the training is Ogbog's been running drills with groups of people to go in and clear out any baddies that are inside.
That's fantastic.
I couldn't think of a better way to train everybody.
Yeah.
Most of the stuff's in there pretty harmless compared to what you guys are dealing with these days.
Yeah, but what about compared to, I don't know, whatever might be showing up at the gates soon? Are they going to be properly prepared, or is that...
Well, that's the thing. I don't know what's showing up at our gates soon. But if it's a bunch of skeletons and zombies, yeah, they'll be able to handle it. Besides, I mean, it's just like, killing normal people, but they're dead.
Well, if all goes as planned, we'll hopefully narrow it down to just skeletons and zombies.
Yeah.
But actually...
But anyways, to answer your question, just it's going to need a bit more repairs, but we'll get it up and running. Just need gonna have to sink a little bit of money in.
How much?
I don't know what to say on the sheet. I made a detailed
building ledger for the keep.
Yes.
It says 5,000 plus the quest.
Yeah, and the residents have handled the quest for you.
Okay, well, yeah, no, we've definitely got the cash for that.
It's like pocket change.
Pocket change.
Boy.
No problem.
Because we still have all those jewels. We didn't sell those. Yeah, no, we'll be able to take care of that. I don't know if is there value to that as a priority before things.
It's a good fortification. If we got to fall back, it'll be a good place to hold up. Between that and the Mage Tower, we could get everybody inside.
Well, that's great. We'll talk to Wormspit about that. You actually, while we're here, should take a look at this, and I'm gonna pull out that sheet music for the Ballad of the Ghost Riders.
Oh,
yeah.
A trio's number.
Yeah. So we've got the three of us here.
This is a treat.
But I was hoping, I don't think it would be too bad of an idea to have a couple understudies ready, just in case, in the moment of need, some of us tied up. Do you think you could train somebody? We've got about 10 days now.
Kid, I could train a couple people, but none of them are going to be able to belt this out in time. We got 3 bods here.
Well, I guess we better.
We got instrumentals and a vocalist. And a backup singer. It's pretty good himself, I wouldn't add.
I appreciate that, but you really don't have. Okay, we're good. Good.
Now, Lil, what did you want to talk about? I don't think you guys got a private room just to talk economics.
I'm gonna be quiet and look towards Lilith.
I knew I couldn't do this. Fernie. Can you answer Koshano's questions?
All right, Lil.
It's still too hard to talk about myself.
When I found Lil, I bailed her out of her dad's dungeon.
Bailed her out or broke her out?
Broke her out. It wasn't the job I was hired to do, but it's the job I did when I got there. He's a bad person. He's human, but he's one of the worst humans I've ever come across. State she was in when I found her. Never seen a person treat a girl like that. And from what I hear, he wants to get her back.
Do we know why?
Do you know where tieflings come from? Not that, but you'd know how somebody ends up with a tiefling in their family line.
I always thought it was just sort of like a thing people wanted for power.
Kind of. See, the way it works is you're a wealthy and influential individual, and you sign an infernal contract. You've been touched by the hells, and that touch starts to show up in your family over the years. Lilith's dad, he signed a contract. I don't know what exactly for, but Lilith was born after this contract was signed.
So he signs a contract, gets the benefit of it, and she pays the price?
The beatings weren't the price. He just didn't like looking at his own weakness, as far as I understand it.
So
It was
what
a
if he-
symbol that he had to go to the hells for help to get what he wanted. He hated her for it.
So what does he want her back for, though?
Way I understand it is the pay of the deal has come due. And Lilith's the pay.
I've got to say, all of these other plane creatures, whether they be gods or demons or hells, whatever the fuck that was, that makes a deal with an infernal contract, that's a pretty fucked up definition of contract. I mean, as I always understood it, a contract requires consent, consideration, and a third C. But there's obviously not consent being involved here. So I don't know how the fuck these things qualify.
You never
honestly,
heard those?
I'm a little myself pissed off at the way this whole thing's getting treated. So it sounds like what we're saying is that we've got a damn good reason to kill a king.
You ever heard those old fairy tales where so-and-so promises to give up their firstborn?
Yeah, it's horse shit.
It's basically one of those situations.
Motherfucker. All right. Mooney, what do you know? What do you know of this king's constituency?
He's an asshole.
Do his people like him?
If they don't, they're not allowed to talk about it.
Yeah. All right. If they do, what would it be for? When people praise him, for what do they praise him?
The people that praise him are the people at the top who get all the benefits of it.
So
Not
nothing.
just
So
xenophobic assholes. You should have seen what they done to the orcs out there.
okay, I'm seeing no reason not to depose this guy. Is there a plausible line of six? Lilith, are you in line for the throne?
He's got 2 other daughters.
Koshano. I'm not even the records. Just a mere shadow.
Good. Like I said, we need you around here. So, what sort of Koshano takes out his little notebook. All right, so Lutramir, I'm sorry, what did you say the name of the kingdom was?
Lutramir.
Ayadun.
Ayadun, okay, very good. About where is this located in relation to here?
It is, because everything is, there's just desert. Nobody's been all the way across the desert on the other side, so it is off of the west coast of the Sword Coast.
Oh, is this an island nation?
It is a small continent.
Small continent off the coast.
It's about a 4 to 5 day sailing journey, depending on.
4 to 5 days. Okay, so unfortunately, Lilith, we're going to have to wait, obviously, until after we deal with Blackwind to address this. You okay with that?
That was the original plan.
Okay, just making sure. I mean, because it seemed like it might be more urgent than previously.
Pencil you in for regicide at.
You know, probably about 2 weeks out. Because I see no reason why we can't prioritize. Well, we've got a few other things that, you know what? It's on the list now.
And I imagine this isn't just Jonathan writing this down. I imagine this is Koshano
No, that's what I said.
pulling a notebook out. And
He pulls out his little notebook and
How are you not worried about an army coming after us if we slay the king?
Lilith, since I returned to the shores of the Sword Coast, there's been an army coming after me of one sort or another. It's kind of become the status quo of life.
And the rest? Maybe they're not okay with it.
I'm sure they'll be fine with it after we explain it.
If only we knew.
You'll never
not
really.
just the team, but everyone at the keep.
Yeah, you won't know.
Everyone.
Who do you think is going to be opposed to this?
I don't know. The parents that want to keep their children in a safe home.
If people were very concerned about if they had a safer place to be, I assume they would be there. All right. The coming attack by Blackwind is not exactly a secret.
We're trying to prevent that from Blackwind even showing up here.
Yeah, like I said, if somebody had a safer place to be, I'm sure they would be there. We're a refuge.
Right. So why increase the danger to this place?
Lilith, I'm not sure what part of this you're not understanding. You're part of this institution. We need you to remain part of this institution. This is an obstacle to that, as well as an opportunity to further our other goals. There's no reason we're not going to go kill this guy. So, like, if you just kind of get on board with that, this is all going to go smoother.
Look, regicide is happening, so you can come or you can go.
I mean, unless this isn't what you want. But it seemed like, based on your waking terror after the mist, this is kind of what we're going for. You don't seem opposed to it, I guess I'm saying. I mean, Spoonie, do you see any problem with this?
because I was laughing so much I couldn't do it myself. But Lilith is slightly crying.
Look, if I could have got past all the gods and everything on that day, I could have killed him myself that time. But there's too much risk to Lilith that day.
So look, we have time to sort out the details, and he's gonna fold up his book or put it away in his pocket.
Thank you.
And he's gonna give her a hug.
Aw.
He doesn't know what else to say at this point.
She hugs back.
This is
Thank you.
All right. It's gonna. You can't hide these things from us, Lilith. I don't know what you thought you were gonna go off and do on your own, but
Not put you
we've
in
seen
danger.
how well that plays out.
Well, for you, they don't. I'm not too bad.
I mean, they don't play out too well for anyone here, so I mean, it's just. We're gonna take care of this.
All right.
Let's
Tell
go.
the others.
Yeah, let's go tell the others, but we've
Is now
also.
a good time after Blackwind?
I think now's a perfectly fine time. I don't see the problem with it. Just like, hey guys, just something to keep an eye out for. You never know what we're going to come across. And actually, we need to stop back into Waterdeep so I can get the physical copy. He opens his notebook back up. So I get the physical copy of the contract. We need to forward a copy, to Lady Silverhand so that she can make use of it, of course, to help turn everybody against Zelos. Oh yeah, we also need to inform her that. What?
You know that?
What's that?
You've changed.
From what?
I thought you get stressed out and flip out. But you're rather calm.
When you're like blowing up a balloon and you keep blowing it up and you're like, oh, it's gonna pop, it's gonna pop, it's gonna pop, and then it pops. Like it can't re-pop after that, right?
I guess.
So look, we've got shit to do, and I've got an opportunity to do more than I ever thought I could. So I'll panic again when there's time.
Put that in for next Tuesday.
I can imagine.
Koshano now schedules his breakdowns.
Yeah.
It's more convenient that way, yeah.
It's better for everybody,
If you
really.
don't fit them in, they'll just...
Yeah.
All right then.
Seems like you did a lot of worrying for nothing.
I was not sure whether to involve you guys.
Well,
Put you in danger.
I mean, we did ask several times to know everything that was going on, especially that which would... This is the thing, too, is these things have a tendency to follow anyways, regardless of whether you intend to. Are there any more details on this matter that we need to discuss right now?
Yes. And I'm looking at Spoonie. I met an imp last night.
Oh yeah, did you guys hit it off?
Huh?
You made it sound like a romantic interest.
No.
I think she means like an act, like a literal imp.
Well, no, yeah, I know, but like, I met someone, like,
No.
never mind.
No. Oh, God, I just don't know how to handle you sometimes. There was an imp that was summoned by Cherry to get more details about the contract.
Oh, she still got that informant.
Yes.
Very
I've been
nice.
debating whether to get a contract with it or not myself, actually.
Contract with it? What? No. Why do you feel you need a contract with an imp?
To get more information.
About what?
The Nine Hells.
Why?
If you want to learn more about the contract, it was made there.
Do you have a way to acquire? Is this contract in writing?
It's not exactly my contract, so I can't exactly get a duplicate. I requested to see if he could potentially get information. I asked if he can get just a little smidgen of it before I consider him to be my squire.
What contract was he looking to make with you? You say you want to be a squire?
Yeah. I don't know much about it, so I told him to give me a couple of days so I can...
I mean, well,
Yeah.
a squire isn't usually a. I mean, there's an implication of a certain contract there, but it's not like a squire is just somebody who works for you basically and looks up to you and does whatever you tell them.
I feel there's more to it.
I mean,
and all when it comes to contract stuff.
like I said, these guys are all kind of bullshit when it comes to the legitimacy of contracts. So yeah, I'd be very wary before making any sort of deal.
I don't know any other way to know about that contract without making this deal first.
I don't like imps, I gotta tell you. I don't like imps.
You could try asking
It
some other
doesn't-
tieflings. Perhaps we can find some well-versed in law. I mean,
If they know.
I'm sure some somewhere knows. And you can't be the first one to want to know more about how you became this way.
Aye. Where do we look?
Well, we've got some influential people to talk to today in Waterdeep. Well-connected people. Perhaps they can direct us.
You know how I said I want to kill the king?
Yeah?
I don't think he's in charge anymore. So maybe it'll be easier to kill him now.
Okay, do you need to kill who is in charge now? Are they just as bad?
Possibly.
If you're not sure. Yeah, if you're not sure, we can sort that out as we go.
I'm not sure.
Like I said, we got a little time to sort these things out.
All right.
But it's on the list, so, you know, we'll gather more information as we find it.
Oh, I don't want to see this list you have. I'm gonna get overwhelmed myself.
Yeah, that's probably best.
Hmm.
Okay, then. Okay. Anything else, Spoonie? Any important news we should keep here in the tower?
Nah, pretty much gave you all the updates already there, kid.
All right, fantastic.
So, if you guys are going after Blackwind, are you planning on using that new song?
Here's the question is, are we even going to find him? I'm sure we're going to find where his lair, if you will, where he's been doing whatever he's been doing. But
I want to find a bard.
it wouldn't hurt to have you along.
Look, I'll tell you one thing.
Teacher.
Hey, Lil, come on. I know I may not seem like much, but I'm a member of the Avalon Knights Adventuring Academy. I was a tough customer in the old days. Don't worry about me.
Huh.
If we got to take on Mal, if you need me, I'm game. But Al's no dummy. I'm going to tell you that right now. I wasn't the closest to him, and he's going to have lookouts everywhere.
Did he have family?
None that he wanted to talk about. Person to ask about it would probably be Cal, but, well, you know.
All right. Okay, so what's first on this list?
First is getting a copy of my contract, my now solidified contract with the Zentarum. I believe we should just be able to get a copy from Owen Stone. He didn't seem to have any interest in hiding the existence of the contract last time I asked him about it, so I assume that he has access to a copy. I wanted to visit him anyways.
All right. Don't like it, but it needs to get done.
Nobody's obligated to come with. I don't imagine this is going to be a confrontational encounter.
I still don't like you going off on your own. No.
Perhaps someday I'll earn your trust.
If you stop being in vaults and tents, yes.
If I stop being what?
In vaults and tents and other situations where we have to bail you out.
You know, in all of those situations, I was very clear I didn't want to be followed.
Oh, it's getting real crowded in here. I'm going to open up the tower, and I'm going to... I got stuff to do.
If you felt compelled to come after me, that's your...
MT, let me out.
Right. Let's be
Yes.
crazy, shall we?
Perhaps you just can't bear to lose me.
You wish.
Now, please.
Hey, don't make bear puns without Gilbetta there.
Did someone say bear?
Bear?
Like, oh yeah.
Do you need Gilbetta?
MT.
Yeah, so there's a door open and Spoonie's walking. He's like, nope.
I imagine the thing where somebody stands in the corner and just
Yeah, it's just like that. The door's open, and it's like the whistling is interrupted every now and then by a couple knocks on the wall, waiting for things to open up. All right.
Let's. Yes.
You gonna gather up the rest of your team?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to. One thing I have to talk to the blacksmith real quick, so I'm sure we'll run into Redann over there.
All right.
Because I would want to know if Kithri passed along my message and showed him the box and asked him to make a replica.
Which box was this? Oh, the deal box.
With the eye in it, yeah. No, the box with the eye.
Oh, the box with the eye.
Yes, I want to replicate.
I did not receive those orders from Kithri yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
that's. I'll just ask him if he has a small lead box with any sort of runic-looking decorating.
You go in and he's got like a measuring tape wrapped around Redann's head, and you see this guy the same size as Redann, dressed very similarly to Redann. But he has very blonde dreadlocks.
Bartholomew?
Oh, it's okay, dude. Everybody calls me Bart.
But, hey, do you have any sort of lead box you would put a small magical item in if you wanted it to be protected?
Oh, sure, dude. I could probably whip something up like that. Wouldn't take too long.
How long would that take?
Oh, geez. Give me a few hours. I could probably put it together.
I don't know if we have a few hours. What time is it?
You guys have been, it's moving into the afternoon at this point.
I feel like we need to get going to Waterdeep. I don't think we have a few hours.
I have a few tasks I still need to complete here. Give me a few hours.
Okay. All right then. Yes, please. But that would be fantastic if you could whip something up like that for me.
No problem. I'll get right on it. And he nudges her dad. Thanks for covering, bro. Then he goes back. Where do you want me to bring it when it's done?
I guess I'll just bring it by the crab shack before we'll grab before we head.
All right, man. We'll be wrapped up in no time. Do you want anything really cool? Do you want any like designs or anything like that on it?
I'll take out a piece of paper and just draw my best approximation of what was on the one that Geraldo gave me.
Rad. Okay, I'll put this together for you, man.
Fantastic. Thank you. Yeah. And then, I mean, I imagine we're going to stop back here after Waterdeep, so.
Okay.
I don't have anything else.
All right. It's fairly easy to track down Gilbetta. She's in the river.
Yeah. Hey, Betty. We're going to leave in a couple hours. So, anything else you need to take care of?
We're not leaving now. Okay.
Redann has some things he needs to take care of. But since we can travel so fast now, it's not that big of a deal.
Okay, well, I'm ready. Whatever. Literally, whatever. I'm ready hours ago.
All right. Fantastic. I imagine Redann's dealing with whatever Redann's dealing with.
I would like to grab Koshano and bring him with me.
Okay.
But I don't know if we need to take a break or not.
Okay.
It is about time for a break. Yeah, we should take a break. We'll take a little break right there.
Okay.
And we'll pick up with Koshano Redann after the break.
A few quick notes before the break. If you haven't given us that follow yet, make sure to give us that follow. When we get to 400 followers, we will be giving away the Waterdeep Academy dice tray. Look at that fine woodwork.
Ooh.
Okay, all assembled. Yes, but this is, in case you all don't know, this is one of the you roll up scroll dice trays. So you take this part, got these these high quality, steel nubs, high quality nubs.
Highest quality nubs.
And then it just rolls right up and it goes in your bag. This is a fantastic travel piece you can get from Waterdeep Academy. Check the link down in the panels down below. Or just give us that follow and tell your friends to come give us that follow, because at 400 followers, we'll be giving that away. Also, don't forget to re-up those Twitch Prime subscriptions.
Absolutely.
And you'll definitely want to follow us so that you don't miss us tomorrow night.
Because we got Joe Cat coming on with Too Many Warlocks. Joe Cat of YouTube fame, Crap Guide to D&D, Crap Guide to Monster Hunter. Be sure to check that out.
Yes. Going to be a big thing.
Wonderfulness.
But yeah,
Wonderfulness.
right. We'll be back after the break.
All right.
I just want to go.
Sorry.
Welcome back
Woo.
to the spawning habits of CL. I mean, the Mercenaries of Mischief. We've gone down the rabbit hole on this.
Real quick note for those who are into steampunk type stuff. For those of you who missed it, we had our premiere, which was a character creation episode and sort of introducing the world of Clockwork Dominion. So be sure to give us a follow, because it's going to be like every other Thursday, but we have a new show launching, and it's being actually GM'd by the creator of the system, Zeke Coughlin. So you'll get to see what this is all about. and also this.
What?
I ordered like a dozen basically they're like marching band gloves, so I can dye them different colors. It's gonna be beautiful.
What?
Oh, right. Okay.
Oh my god.
He likes gloves.
So anyways, we're playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Are we though?
I
We're
hear.
playing something approximately akin to Dungeons and Dragons.
I hear that's what we do on this show.
We haven't done any
We rolled a
fucking
couple
fighting, so
dice.
at this point, it's
There have been 3 dice rolls so far this session. Okay, that's
4.
that's pretty good for us.
Ah,
Fair.
4.
where the fuck were we? Okay.
Redann wanted to take me to do some stuff.
Right, Redann was going to take you to do
That
some things.
sounds okay.
When last we left our heroes,
It could be. We don't know. We'll find out.
very, very, very delightful character moments were unfolding. Lilith was unraveling her family history with Koshano. And he was like, yeah, it's no big deal. We'll pencil in regicide for a couple weeks later. Like, if I can do this, this is great. There's an excellent expansion opportunity here.
It's the new and improved.
This is the new Koshano. Not
And
that whack
Gilbetta-
old Koshano.
Gilbetta's basically like thaumaturging from the river, like, are we ready? Can we go?
Imagine everywhere everybody goes, they just walk past Gilbetta just floating there. It's like, this is like a kid that you've taken to the department store that is 100% done.
Do we want to get this conversation out of the way real quick while everybody's in one place before Redann splits us off here? Once everybody's coming with. Yeah, I don't know. Sean, you telling me, do we have time for this right now?
No, sure. We have times for all kinds of things. You guys can have any conversations you want to have.
Okay. Yeah, Redann, real quick. Let's gather with Gilbetta. There's new information we all need to share because I don't know what Redann knows. And then once we're all gathered up by the river there.
Gilbetta's like, are we leaving now?
Well, we got a few things to take care of. Kobold lady.
Great
Yes.
deal.
Would you mind giving us a bit of privacy?
So sorry. And she gathers up
No,
her things.
don't be sorry. No trouble at all. Pleasure to see you. Nice shield.
Yeah, salute.
Very, very nice. And then once she's out of earshot.
Yeah.
So, it appears our friend Lilith's complications are a bit more complicated, but also an excellent opportunity for us for expansive our reputation. How would you all feel about deposing a despotic king? It's very disliked by and cruel to his people.
What? So, I mean, I'm all for kicking a bad dude shit in, but what exactly is the relationship with that to Lilith?
Well, this is the man who kept her prisoner. This is her father.
Is Lilith there, by the way?
Yeah.
She's just quiet. Hanging in the back.
Okay.
Kicking the dirt.
Yes.
Is that the same one that put the bounty out on you?
Yes.
Well, yeah, fuck that guy. Let's get him.
All right. Redann, any objections?
But also, why didn't you fucking say something earlier? Woman.
Hey. Let's.
It's hard to share sometimes. Let's just give her some space. If it means helping out others with us, then yes, as long as we know this person is a horrible person.
Look, what I gathered was that she was concerned about bringing her problems to the keep.
Like their army?
Yes. So
I mean, what's it added to the list of armies? Like what? Oh well.
that's what I said. But
That's a very casual.
But still, I wish you'd have said something.
I didn't think anyone would be so casual about like, oh, army's here, army's there, whatever. An army.
yeah, well, but she saw fit to trust us with this information. Now she's fully invested in the future of the keep, and likewise, we're all invested in her future as well. Yes.
Whatever.
As we are invested in solving your family problems, Gilbetta,
Fuck
or at
my
very
sister.
least, I mean, if it comes to that, I'll do what I have to. But
Still think it would be a better idea.
Laugh.
I still think it would be a better idea to kidnap her and get it out of the way. But focusing back on Lilith, yes, I'm okay.
all right, so one of the things we can do once we're not under imminent danger, but I'd say one thing we need to do, make sure is done in case I don't return from our next mission, is to secure that contract and pass it along to Lady Silverhand so she can do what she does to destroy Zealos's reputation with the ruling parties and go from there.
Jabetta's like, all right, Lich kill this week, King kill next week. Cool, let's go.
I still
Right.
have 2 more things to do. Hold your butt.
Yeah.
I turn into Gilbetta and go, oh my god.
Also, just so you all know what I'm going to be working here, so we can all keep our story straight. I have the blacksmith whipping up a little replica of the box that the eye was in, and I'm going to be passing that along to Lady Silverhand, asking her to hide it.
The fake one?
Yes. We can't hear you, Lilith.
Hear me now?
Yes.
Okay.
Can't hear you again.
Whoa!
There we go. There we go. Now you're back.
Yeah. Perhaps you just
Hurting
get
up the
noise
game.
gates.
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Koshano, she's friends with the Silver Harpers. Sorry.
The Harpers.
Why are you talking like that?
I mean,
Mike can hear me.
um,
And I think
yes.
our last encounter with them were not so good, so I think we should probably clear some things up.
Well, yes, all the more reason to earn as much goodwill with her as we possibly can.
Hopefully it ends well.
I mean, I wanted to check with you all, though. If you think this is a bad idea to deceive her in this way, if anything, I think if she were to ever discover, I'm hoping she'll be understanding that we want to create as much obfuscation around its location as possible. I feel like this is a lie we can be forgiven for if we're ever caught in it. But I'm anxious to hear your opinions.
Well, the know about it, the better. With the Eye of Vecna, right?
Yeah. It's best that as few people know where it is as possible.
Already too many know about it.
Right. Too many know about a lot of things.
I do. Listen, we're in some weird shit here. We've been deliberating over all these decisions that we've made over the past months, and we've still got to go fight Blackwind. So like, whatever, do whatever. I don't.
This eye. We don't know if the hand's still out there. We don't know who has it. We don't know who's looking for this thing or what ways they have of finding it. So, I mean, I'm hoping the box can shield it, but I don't know. I'm not an expert in these sort of things.
Regardless,
If
no one should have
Kalazar
the
will
eye.
awake, huh?
I said, regardless, no one should have the eye.
Right. I have faith that Kithri will not take the responsibility lightly. And frankly, I hope she doesn't share the location with the rest of the team because I'm not so sure about all of them.
She's hiding
That
it?
they would resist temptation.
I feel like Guy probably wouldn't care. Pin, definitely his little knowledge quest. That's dangerous.
Yes. So are we okay with giving her this fake box? That's basically what I'm getting at here.
Sure. Do we need to put an eye in it?
I thought about that, but I'm hoping that she won't open it.
Gilbetta's gonna like before Redann can do it. But please don't rip your eye out. Like,
I'm hurt that you would think I would do that.
wouldn't you not?
No, I like my eyes.
Maybe we could throw a hog's eye in there or something.
I don't. Whatever.
Looking like Gilbetta, I look at Koshano and go, "Can we go?"
Oh,
Yeah, okay. I just need an answer on this. Are we okay with doing this? Yeah? Yeah, we're okay with doing this? Okay. Do we put a fake eye in there?
Big eye.
Yeah?
Big eye.
Okay, great. Let's go. Redann, what do we need to do?
We need to go see Cookie first.
Okay. As we go inside, I'm going to grab just like the nearest goblin as we go and just in goblin be like, get me an eye from one of the pig carcasses, something fresh, and see if you can have it, I don't know, glazed over, preserved or something. I don't know what the fuck to do about that to keep it from rotting. I don't want it to rot and smell. That we really should have thought about this better.
The alchemist can do something about it.
Yes. All right. Find an eye, bring it to the alchemist, ask if he can make it somehow permanently preserved. Or... All right.
That was
Let's go.
great. Wow, he said. Sorry.
All right. So you go to
let's
Cookie.
Okay, well, on the way to Cookie, I say to Koshano, "Look, I had thought about doing this on my own, but this seems like something to have you here with. Should I try talking to Cookie or Calazar in my mind?"
Ew.
Ooh.
It worked on Alicia.
I mean, Calazar is probably still in there. That might be useful. I don't think Cookie's in there right now, but perhaps this is a way to find out.
And
Does
if
it
he-
really matter, though? Does it matter? And if he's not in there, do we want to call him back? Would it be like sticking him back in that body while he's talking to you? Might that be uncomfortable? Perhaps with Cookie, we should just stick to the original plan and get him back.
I feel like if he's not in there, he won't be able to respond. But if he is in there, we can find out what he wants.
Uh-oh.
Do we really want to ask him what he wants? Because I think
That's
he was
up to
pretty
you.
clear in his final statement that it. Fuck.
And then the same for Calazar. We can probe him for information if there's anything you want to ask him.
I wouldn't know what to ask. I guess who to trust? Do you think we can trust Lady Sylvan?
I don't know. I trusted an undead.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I mean, yeah, I don't know if I can be a gauge on who or what to trust.
Yeah, no, fair enough.
I figured out I'm not a very good judge of character.
Hey, it was hard, okay?
So we're stuck with Cookie, who seems to trust too freely, or Calazar, who doesn't seem to trust anyone. You know who has excellent judgment about people? Tommy.
I will do what you think is best here.
I mean, what were you proposing to ask Cookie or Calazar?
I don't have any idea of what to ask them. I have the idea. Theoretically, I have the ability.
I mean, perhaps Gilbetta has something, or Lilith.
My only thought was with Cookie was, do you want to come? Do you want us to try to put you back?
You're right. You're right. You're right. It's not fair to do it if it's not what he wants. But do me a favor, phrase it a little bit differently. And is it okay to bring you back if it means stopping Blackman?
Okay, let me write this down. Hey, anything else?
Gotta give Redann a transcript.
I don't know if he knows what to do.
I also don't know if this will work or even if it's a good idea. So, can you stay here
what?
just in case?
Also ask him, for Penn's sake, does he think Blackwind can be reformed?
Okay.
And yes, I will wait and watch.
If anything seems off, kill me. And I just go for it.
All right, Koshano draws out the Soul Sever.
All right, let's see that wisdom save. Show me potato salad.
He is finally ready to follow through with that request.
All right. You're okay.
Okay, and those are the 2 questions. If I can connect to anything.
No, it is vacant.
Ooh, shit. Okay, come back out and say, Koshano, please don't kill me. There's nothing there.
That's what you would say if you...
All right. I guess Calazar's opinion is on the same. Wait, there was something else we needed to ask Calazar. We were just mentioning this a moment ago. What was it? Something about magic? Everyone jog my memory. What the fuck were we right before we went to break? And I was like, oh, where'd Calazar ask? Redann, do you remember?
I made note of it, but I know specifically he wouldn't have been listening. So, sorry, friend.
Oh, fuck. I did not make a note of it. I didn't know we were going to get to ask Calazar shit. Well... yeah, no, I guess that's it.
Yeah, sorry. I wasn't
All
listening.
right.
And walk over to Calazar, try the same thing.
All right, give me another wisdom save.
Fuck, come on.
Why are you praying for madness?
Oh, God. He wants to go crazy.
I just want to taste.
I just want a little bit. I just want a little bit. All right.
So, yeah, trying to talk to Calazar. And if I can, is it okay, or do you think Blackwind can be reformed, passing on all the information Penn's laid out?
What is going on?
Cal, it's me. Cal.
Yes. Who is me?
It's Redann. Don't you understand this by now? It's me, Cal. Can you hear me?
Yes, Redann. I can hear you. Yes.
You're unconscious.
Am I dead?
No. Do you want to be?
Well, we'll see how I feel when I wake up. Why are you in my head?
You're unconscious. I want to share information.
Okay.
Penn has found out that the spell that Blackwind used was performed incorrectly, and that
Oh, he'd hate that.
it seems as though we might be able to reverse it.
Okay.
There's
an awful lot of nasty bugaboos in there.
Yeah, so on that, should we try? Penn seems determined. What are your thoughts?
My immediate thoughts are Mal. Wait, does this mean that he lived?
Yes, you both lived, apparently.
Oh,
Well, theoretically. I don't know if he's still alive. Yes, he is. I was able to find him.
great.
He's somewhere in the Star Mountains, so you failed.
I am very excited by all of this. Very well. I need a moment.
Like a literal moment.
He closes his eyes
It's
for a
time.
moment.
Stop talking for 5 minutes.
1, 2, 3.
I can still see it. You're in my head, and I can still hear it. Okay. So, if you can reverse and get the bugaboos out, you just have a wizard to deal with. That is better, so long as the bugaboos don't stick around. But the next question would be, are you then willing to protect the leftover wizard from the very upset, recently evicted bugaboos?
It seems like Penn is determined for this.
Then tell him that upon completion of this very sound, well thought out plan,
I can even detect sarcasm in your brain. This is awesome.
that the task then becomes to protect the human wizard from angry, evicted bugaboos. Yes.
Okay. Do you have any specific information as to where we could find Blackwind? He's in the Star Mountains.
I would not know exactly. I needed assistance to find him the first time. So I do not have any specific. I don't know of a hideout. I have nothing. I'm afraid.
Blackwind's family? I don't think that's what we were talking about.
It was a thing you were talking about.
I just didn't remember that.
Okay. Is there any information you want to pass on to people outside?
Please do not talk to me in my head. I find it very disturbing.
I can't promise that.
If you could tell everyone that, please.
Can you?
That would be great.
Can you feel me tickling your feet?
I really. How do I hang up?
This is awesome. I can do what I want. And I leave. So Koshano. Apparently Cal thinks this is a horrible idea, but if we go through with it, we're going to have to protect Blackwind, the human wizard, from all the shit we expel. Which, I mean, seems like a no-brainer. I could have figured that one out, but Cal has a valid point.
How about this? How about we keep this information between you and I? If perhaps our activities at the laboratory should lead us to confront Blackwind and to... Well, I guess when I say you and I mean let's not tell the Warlocks. Because I don't think Penn needs to know, but if we are to accidentally expel these things before he arrives here, and they happen to take him out, we of course then have to deal with those things either way, but perhaps he can put up a fight.
I have no problem holding this information at the moment, but we need to tell Penn if it becomes pertinent. He's made a really strong effort to find out if Blackwind...
I take it back. I'm concerned about Penn interfering with something, risking his own life for this monster who turned his back on everyone, But realistically, now that we know this is what's going to happen, we have to share this information. Yes, we have to share this. Yes. It's too vital. If somebody goes against him,
and this could help Penn save his life, both their lives. So,
I don't understand why he prioritizes that.
That's what being a good human is like.
I mean, I would put it on the lower level of the list of priorities, like our safety and the safety of the people at the keep and the safety of the surrounding area. Fucking Golden Field. Oh my God. And I'm going to be like, is there anything else?
No, I'm good. I'll be back in I'll be back as soon as I can.
I'm going to run and find Gilbetta. And then when I find her, I'm going to be like, Gilbetta. Holy fuck. I don't think anyone's told the abbot.
Fuck. What?
I don't think anyone's told the abbot about Blackwind.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Right.
Like a good neighbor.
You might want to run over there and say something while we're at some point very soon.
Okay. Fine. Just another thing to do. It's fine.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. We're not even going to get to Waterdeep, are we?
Is it closer? Is Goldenfield's closer to the keep or to what?
It's closer for you to swim.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
It's like right across the river.
That's what I was thinking.
Could we also send someone up? I'm not there. Never mind.
Yeah, or we can send a messenger.
Yeah.
We gotta go. We gotta get to Waterdeep. I gotta go talk to Orwin Stone. I gotta do a thing.
All right.
Okay, I need to go to the ethereal place really quick.
All right. MT1 can take you to the ethereal plane.
Do we have to go there before going to Waterdeep? Okay.
You are transported.
You know what? Gilbetta is going to real quick. She's gonna give this task to Grayscale.
Oh.
I'm sure that she can be. I'm sure if Gilbetta's like looks around, she's probably there somewhere.
Oh yeah, no, she's never too far off.
Yeah.
All right. So we send the teenage kobold to go tell the abbot of the largest druid enclave on the Sword Coast that, hey, by the way, there's an army of undead going to attack you sometime pretty soon.
Well, I mean, I'm going to tell her to take an adult, obviously. But, awesome. You know, you wouldn't let me get there because you had to have your fucking word in. But she's going to tell her specifically, she's actually going to tell her to find Nesta.
Okay.
And
relay that information to her.
Yes.
Okay. She says, okay,
because I know that Nesta will be able to have the proper conversations with the proper people at the Golden Fields.
I will not let you down, priestess.
I know.
and it is exactly as awkward as that.
Yeah. Nope. It's 100%. That's literally
she and there's like a pause and she doesn't know that if this is like a blessing or something, like she defers to your knowledge so much that she assumes that this is some kind of official thing that needs to be done.
This is like a hard cut to like in 10 years she's like
yes.
No.
All right. So she goes to deliver this message for you.
Sure.
Okay.
Before Koshano ran off,
Yeah.
I would have liked to have said, have you had a chance to look at that fucking orb we found in the Storm Temple?
Nope.
Do it.
It's in the vault.
And then I go run off.
What's the time when we get back from party? Okay.
I mean, I just want to leave. I mean, I don't.
Just waiting by the door.
I
Yeah.
mean, this ancient artifact we found in the middle of a fucking like.
Nobody's interested in it.
Okay,
Anyways.
There's shit
but
going
versus
on.
okay, whatever. I don't even care.
All right. So you go to the astral plane, the ethereal plane.
I'm looking for Corvan really quick.
He's never too far off. He's usually guarding the grounds. Yeah.
Corvan, I need to talk for a second.
Oh, all right. What do you need?
So,
I see you lost your skull.
good. I was going to ask about that. Long story. I lay out the whole Deep Dura situation, came to me, made some type of agreement to the whole Cyric thing, to the whole betrayal thing, and now I'm like pissed.
I see.
So it's all laid out.
Okay.
Is this all gods that would do something like this, or just this god?
No, it is not all gods that would do something like that. From the sounds of it, you hung out with a god that... Okay. Say you were looking for somebody to trust with a lot of personal possessions, right? You didn't find somebody who was well-to-do and had a good head on their shoulders and everything sorted out. You found somebody who had hit rock bottom and was trying to do anything they could to climb to the top.
You're so nice. Gilbetta would have told me that such a stronger way.
So you need to find somebody who's got their deified life together, and that might be a better god for you.
And how do I know? Like I've talked to people about Bahamut. I've read about Bahamut. You follow Bahamut. Like,
Yeah.
I make a lot of mistakes. Would those mistakes be held against me?
We are mortals. We always make mistakes. I'm dead. I clearly made a few.
That's fair. But I make a lot.
What are your ideals?
I want to do good. I want to help people. I want to stop people from being slaves. I don't want to hurt people.
Well,
But sometimes I have to.
there's a few gods out there that line up with those ideals. I would look for them.
Can you give me some names to go shopping?
Yeah, I'll give you some names. Give me a second.
It's just so
Yeah.
I'm cool with going long tonight. If everybody, what's the story, guys? Because we gotta get
I'll
the
go-
storyline done.
I'll go as
Okay,
long
look,
as we
look,
need to.
storyline's getting done. It's fine.
If we need to push beyond, yes. I'm
I'll
Okay.
go as
for it.
long as we need.
I just wanna go.
All right,
I'm
So,
literally
Puck,
done after this.
Puck, we'll go as long as you need to.
All right. Well,
I thought he was looking into Bahamut earlier.
he was, but he didn't.
Yes, it's what
I feel like Bahamut would be a decent fit, but I don't know.
Redann gets distracted.
He
Yeah.
he says maybe consider Ilmater. Ilmater doesn't abide with slavery. He provides comfort to those who are oppressed and suffering.
Almost went with him.
Try that one out, see how you like it, and if it's not working out, come back and give you another one.
Okay. I need your opinion on something.
Okay.
The Dura gave me this, and I pull out the book.
Right.
Is she bound to this? If I destroy this, will it piss her off?
I imagine she'd be upset.
Can I use it to talk? Can I talk to her? Do you have a way that I can talk to her to tell her I'm going to destroy her in some way, shape, or form?
The best way to talk to any deity is through prayer.
Interesting.
Although it likely wouldn't destroy her, it would probably just make her very upset.
Good.
Remember his mistakes?
This god is making my life difficult. How can I antagonize it?
Pretty much.
What I need is a red stick to poke a god with.
Leaving Redann alone is a dangerous thing now.
Fuck sure.
All right.
Thank you very much, Koran. Is there anything I can do for you on the outside?
No, I don't have a lot of needs these days.
Okay. Just so you know, I'm going to highlight the whole going after Blackman thing again.
Yeah.
So, just so you're familiar, this is
Okay.
happening.
All right. Well, if you're going to try that, I hope you have better luck with it than I did.
For what it's worth, I'm proud of you for trying.
Well, at least one of us is.
Okay, and I'm out.
All right.
And at some point in the next episode or two, I'm going to antagonize the fuck out of Padura. So, just
All
heads
right.
up.
Are we ready to go water deep?
Yes.
Yes. I imagine I've got my fake box by now.
Yep.
We're gonna go.
After my glass of wine, then we go.
Okay, but is there any way that you can role play this glass of wine?
Can we go? For the love of Salune, can we please just...
Yes.
Oh,
Oh, fuck.
I
Okay.
just want to
I love this game. Okay.
go. I just want to go.
So you go through the portal. You are taken back to the basement of your Waterdeep estate.
Sure.
And your goons are working away,
Oh, right.
dusting
Yeah.
everything.
Rodney and
along
Lucas?
with- Rodney
Fantastic.
and Lucas, along with Walter, are
All right.
fixing things up whenever they can. And
Hey, Rodney, Lucas. Let's go for a walk. Oh, at the keep too. I would have tried to find some gloves for them from MT1.
okay.
Maybe some magic ones, maybe not, but gloves.
You found some leather gloves to give them.
Cool. Yeah, I want to cover up that black hand.
All right.
situation. And yeah, I think we're gonna make our way over to the Zelos estate because that's the only place that, or wherever I would naturally go to find Owen Stone.
Very well.
Are we with you, or you just took those two?
I hope you're coming with.
You're all
Oh,
there.
okay.
Yeah.
Are you guys just staying behind? You got other shit to do? I don't know.
No.
No, I have nothing to do.
All right.
Gilbetta's doing the thing where she where when somebody's walking and you know where they're going, where you like run ahead and then circle back,
Yeah.
and then like you run ahead and then you circle back. That's basically what Gilbetta does.
Okay. Yes.
Just come on.
Like a dog.
What?
basically.
Oh. Okay.
Like a dog on a hiking trail.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm surprised she's
So-
not transforming just to kill time.
You,
I can't. Well, she wants to.
there is a guard out front of the estate.
Good evening. I need to speak with Owen Stone.
Owen Stone.
Yes, Owen Stone.
Very well. And he says to another guard, and that guard runs and gets somebody. And slowly out from the front gates of the manor, he walks down the entranceway up to the front gates, Owen Stone. Mr. Koshano.
Yes, Mr. Stone. I was hoping that I could acquire from you a copy of paperwork from some business we discussed at one point previously.
Which contract specifically?
The one involving me and the Black Hand.
And he pulls out his briefcase, opens it up, thumbs through a couple of contracts. Here we are. There you go, Mr. Koshano.
All right. Thank you, Mrs. Stone. I'm going to take it from him. And as I put it in my bag, I'm going to pop open that scroll of heat metal.
Okay.
And I'm going to attempt to cast heat metal on Owen Stone.
Okay.
And then I'm going to reach out to shake his hand. Thank you, as always, for your assistance.
As always, sir.
Does he feel hot?
No. But I like where your head's at.
Metal boy has skin.
If there's nothing else, I have business to attend to. Oh, and you'll be glad to know that your business dealings with Lord Zelos have nearly concluded.
Nearly?
Yes.
What is left?
Well, I don't think I'm able to reveal it just yet. The work should be done by this afternoon. I believe there will be an official announcement then.
Oh, so you're referring to something other than this contract?
Yes.
Because, in case you weren't aware, this contract has been fulfilled.
We were aware.
Okay, I thought so. All right. Well, I guess we'll look forward to the announcement.
Enjoy your time in Waterdeep, Mr. Koshano.
I'm sure
Good to
we
see you
will.
all again. And then he turns and walks back up.
Koshano looks real disappointed as he walks away.
Didn't say a word to him.
Real disappointed.
I would have loved to have given it to you, but that's not what he is.
Fair.
I'm gonna try to linger behind.
Did he say which contract when you asked him about your contract?
Yep.
How many contracts do you have with him?
Me? None besides this one. Those are, but I was talking about. I did say previous business, so he may have been asking about when he initially contracted us to retrieve the coin.
Shouldn't we get the rest of the possible contracts?
I mean, what other contracts are you considered about? Hey, Stone!
He turns around.
I get one more thing. I apologize. I was too hasty. My colleague wanted to ask about something else.
And he walks back up to the gates. Yes, Miss Lilith.
What other contracts do you have that concerns any of us?
Just the one. All of the contracts have been completed.
What, did you just forget about that one contract we had?
The one contract has no particular end date.
Right.
However,
Why did you ask which contract?
what I mean to say is the contract provided, the circumstances of said contract. How do I put this? Are soon to no longer be the circumstances.
Which circumstances are soon to no longer be which circumstances?
I'm not able to reveal. Lord
You're not
Zelos
able
has
or
been,
you won't?
Lord Zelos has been adamant to not let the cat out of the bag until the official announcement.
Well, I believe that if it's a material fact pertaining to a contract to which we are party, we have a right to know.
Correct.
Oh no, the effect on you will remain the same.
Right. Mr. Stone, what are you?
Thank God.
I am Lord Zelos's personal assistant.
Not who.
I mean more, what sort of entity are you? And I'm going to cast Detect Thoughts.
Hmm.
Try to pull a surface thought. If they exist.
Then figure shit out.
What manner of entity are you? Are you a living creature? Are you sentient?
Hardly, I'm a lawyer.
smoothest joke you've ever made, Mr. Stone.
The surface level thought is if you only knew.
From this plane.
Gilbetta's gonna cast Detect Magic. Because it again will tell me the school of magic. And it does say any visible creature or object.
Okay.
So.
He says, well, if you have no further business.
Ooh, I do. Do you have anything to sell? I have a lot of money.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, can we not do that right now?
We're not currently seeking to make any transactional deals currently, but we will keep you in mind.
Please do. I have a lot of money.
Will you tell us exactly why you're buying everything in town?
Oh, Lord Zelos required those things for his special projects.
What's that?
Is that the same one involving the announcement later today?
I'm trying to.
No, that announcement was already made. We invited your colleagues from the Avalon Knights Arcane Association.
Yeah, they caught us up on that. So, wait, the magical items were a part of that manufacturing process?
Yes. They are incorporated in and utilized by many of the constructs.
Are you dealing only with Stoutbeard? Are you working with any other folks?
He provides the necessary facilities and workers,
Anyone else?
and he is experienced in this kind of thing. Not as yet, no.
Yet.
But we do have a number of eager investors after the party.
For asking all these questions, Mr. Stone, how long have you worked for Lord Zelos?
Oh, by the way, Gilbetta, your spell was countered.
Of course it fucking did. She'll fucking glare at him.
Just completely stone-faced.
Yeah, hence the name.
Counterspell? Shit.
I have worked for Lord Zelos for many years now. I would say 15, 16 years.
Is it just this Stelos?
Insight the shit out of that.
I'll join in on that.
Oh yeah, now I get a fucking 11.
My insight's not great though, so I hope you guys. Oh hey, not bad. All right, Koshano.
Also got detect thoughts on him too, so it makes sense.
Yeah. So yeah, it seems like he's
Yeah,
on
I'm
the level.
pissed because he just countered my fucking spell.
He seems like he's on the level.
All right. Sorry to bother you again.
No
Sounds-
problem. I'm just seeing some paperwork today.
Yeah, Kashana's done. Kashana's walking away. He's got what he needs.
All right, he's returning to the manor.
Anyone else? No. All right. No. Okay. If we're not doing anything else, yeah. The first thing
I like how
everyone-
Owen Stone can show up and make everyone uncomfortable every single time.
It's not like I don't. As soon as we're out of earshot, Gilbetta, I'm gonna say I tried to cast detect magic on him and he countered it.
Hey, what now?
He counted it,
That seems likely.
so that's fun.
So
we
as
go
soon as I
now?
have an opportunity, I'm going to make a copy of this. I'm going to transcribe this contract. I'm keeping the original.
Okay.
But I'm going to make a copy of this, and then we'll find Lady Silverhand through whatever. How are we supposed to contact her?
She has official residences during the day,
Okay.
where
So, yeah.
she handles the day-to-day duties of being the Open Lord.
Okay, so so it's totally normal for some representatives from the Avalon Knights Academy, newly establishing in the city. We're gonna go pay her a visit to discuss some permitting business, some projects we want to do.
All right. You get to her, and some attendants will let you in once you identify yourselves.
Fantastic.
She takes a look at you. So it's done then?
Yes. Is this a suitable place to speak of confidential business?
She looks around and she says, in certain terms. So the task we set about is complete?
Absolutely.
And you have the item I asked for?
Yes, I have acquired some documentation of which we spoke, as well as a certain item which I would rather have disposed of without my knowledge.
There's nothing you can do with that in your own capacity?
Ooh.
I suppose that I can find another individual to provide that service.
I've been told your facilities are adequate.
Well, with all due respect, I'd prefer to outsource the preservation of such things.
I've loved how you slipped into this just perfectly. Okay, I'm just really enjoying this part. Very well then. So if you can handle the object?
Certainly.
Absolutely.
And yeah, I'll hand her over the copy of the contract.
She looks it over. Yes, I think this will serve nicely. I will make the announcement as soon as possible. Now, in terms of our agreement, the necessary paperwork and materials will be sent to you. We do have secure channels for this kind of thing.
Of course.
Upon which time you will have to select a candidate.
Very good.
I will leave those. I'll leave that up to you.
All right. Well, I believe if there's nothing else, I won't keep you any further.
Very well. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Have a wonderful day in Waterdeep.
I will appreciate the beauty you bestowed upon this city.
Yes.
Oh God, where's my notes?
Yeah, unless anybody else does anything else, I'm done. I'm leaving.
You wanted to ask her about the Harpers?
And the Wild Fang.
I'm not familiar with the dealings of that mercenary group. However, many people do know that I, in my younger days, was a part of the Harpers. I operated out of one of their headquarters just outside the city.
Where might one go to hear the best stories of your younger days?
Well, where I was stationed was in a smaller town, which I gotta look at the map because I freaking forgot the name already. But I still have friends there, and I would recommend making for Seacomer.
Seacomer.
Yes. There is a Harper installation out there, and they may be able to give you further information about the organization.
Oh, very good.
The shake-
Always on the search for a good story.
What was that?
The shaking hands?
I'm afraid I'm not familiar.
Koshano just like looking at Lilith very wide-eyed at this point.
Okay. It's like, okay, I stop.
Thank you for your time, lady.
Dude, kick me at this point.
My pleasure. Happy to assist. Again, have a wonderful time in Waterdeep. And if there's anything that this great city can provide for you, please let me know.
Yes, of course. All right, we're getting out of there. Ugh.
Anything from my insight check of 25 there?
25 insight check of her?
Yeah.
She is speaking in a very specific way to be as vague as possible
Yeah. That's what I was afraid of.
with everything that she's saying to you guys. And it feels like everything that she's trying to tell you has to be couched in some kind of common knowledge or this vague doublespeak. Almost like she doesn't trust where she is talking right now to be completely open with what your dealing is.
How did you not pick that up with that insight?
Clearly, I did pick it up because I rolled 25. First of all.
Sure.
And you also noticed how Koshano effortlessly slid into the same kind of political doublespeak.
I know this language. It's fine.
Yeah, see, where I come from, you just say what the fuck you mean.
Yeah.
Get all this.
Yeah, well, I come from Waterdeep, so...
I don't get all this, whatever, bullshit.
All right.
So yes, I guess those things being handled. Anyone else? Business in Waterdeep?
Yes, leaving it. That's
Let's go fight a lich.
All right. Fantastic. I'm going to leave Lucas and Rodney. They're basically going to be my eyes and ears here in Waterdeep. So before I go, I'm going to be like, look, there's a home here for you guys. Make it your own. Work with Walter. Don't be afraid. He's, there to serve. So
he's very nice once you get past the whole ghost thing.
Yeah, you'll get used to it. There's going to be a lot of
Mr.
that
Koshano.
shit. You're with the Avalon Knights now, but hey, you know, after those last few weeks with Geraldo, I'm sure it's going to take a little bit to throw you. But yeah, fix things up, make it comfortable, make it your own. We'll see to it that we'll provide. Fuck it. And I'm going to take out. I'm going to give them each 100 gold, and I'm going to be like, look, this is for like living expenses and stuff too. So stock the pantry and whatnot, but don't be afraid to treat yourself. Have a drink,
Sir.
Oh, yeah.
With all due respect, perhaps if there is gold changing hands, that could be money spent on restoring the building.
Which one was that, Rodney or Lucas?
That was Lucas. Lucas usually stays pretty quiet, and Rodney usually does all the talking.
I'm gonna give Lucas another 300 gold. I'm gonna say, good thinking. I trust you to use it for its highest and best use.
We'll take it as far as we can, sir.
If you
Should we?
get an estimate going of what it's going to take to restore, and we'll touch base when we get back.
We'll do what we can. We're pretty good with our hands.
Fantastic.
All right.
Mark off 500. Okay.
All right. As you approach the Avalon Knights Academy estate, the representative building of the Avalon Knights Academy here in Waterdeep, a projected image of Lord Zelos appears above the city, followed by his voice projected through what you imagine is some kind of thaumaturgy. People of Waterdeep, you all know me. I have dedicated myself to the improvement of this city because I, like so many of you, don't see it for what it is, but what it can be. A bastion for all people. Unfortunately, too many people in power in the city have allowed corruption to fester in the form of a group whom all know are thieves, assassins, and killers. They have been allowed to operate within these cities' walls for years and years. I have taken it upon myself as a Waterdevian to rid the city of this corruption. And the projection has a group of his Warforged walk in behind him into view. With the help of my creations, I have rid the city of the Zentarum. And he raises a bag and dumps it out, and hundreds of Zentarum symbols clatter out. And you hear cheers erupt from the streets. And that's where we're going to end today.
Koshano takes out his list, crosses one line off. All right.
Well, fuck that guy.
And we'll pick up next week when we go on a lich hunt.
It's a lot to
I thought for sure he was about to announce taking credit for the Black Hand. I was going to be
Me
like,
too.
oh, motherfucker.
Oh no,
This isn't that bad, though.
I won't get into it too much. But anyways, thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you so much for watching the show. Please feel free to give us a follow. Check us out on Facebook and Discord and Twitter. You can keep track of everything going with Mercs of Mischief. Be sure to tune in tomorrow when we pick up with Too Many Warlocks and the Avalon Knights Arcane Association. We're going to have special guest of YouTube fame, Joe Cat from Crap Guide D&D and Crap Guide to Monster Hunter. So definitely check that out. It's going to be really cool. And then after that, we've got another exciting episode of Poison Paradise featuring our very own Gilbetta playing the lovely Miss Alice and a couple other characters from the other show.
Come on down, darling.
Come on down. And definitely give us those follows, because once we reach 400 followers, we'll be giving away this amazing Elderwood Academy dice tray, which is a scroll. It's collapsible. You can build it back up and put it back together and put it into a square. It's really neat. I think that's it.
You're going to want to stay tuned because I have a fucking plan, man.
I just want to leave.
All right. So next time we're going on a lich hunt. We're going to hear Koshano's plan. So tune in next week for that. And until then, class dismissed.
to this plan.